everybody. Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler, and it is Magic Monday. I don't know. We're just gonna stick with the Magic Mondays because Mondays generally suck. So, you know, maybe it'll be magical. Anyway, hope everybody has had a fantastic weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there listening and watching. As per usual, we got a lot of shit for you. So, Tyler.
No, we don't. No, we don't have a whole lot of anything
No?
going on. I have to turn you down because now you're too loud.
Oh my God, make up
Oh,
my mind. Got a new microphone here, so hopefully soundage is better. See, I got a gift from him, but it's Father's Day. I feel like we're a little backwards here.
well, everyone knows that women really wear the pants and cheese.
They wear the pants and
All right.
cheese? What?
All right. So I guess oddly enough, Stephen Colbert, the largest proprietor or propagator. He propagates. He doesn't propriate anything. He's not a proprietor. Propagator. Biggest proprietor of woke. Stephen Colbert used to be really funny. I like the character that he had on Jon Stewart. He was, he went after both sides equally. And this has been a suspicion of mine, and I think of a lot of people's for a long time. That what does he work for? NBC? I think it's NBC. Is that who his show's on? CBS.
I don't
CBS.
know.
Sorry. That a lot of these places are paid off by the government in order to get favorable coverage, much like how our government pays almost every news company in Canada so that they have favorable coverage. So a couple of the employees that were there trying to do a skit, oddly enough, got arrested.
I was going to ask why,
Insurrection.
but I guess we'll get into that, won't we?
It was an insurrection. If people protesting and being let in are terrorist insurrectionists trying to overthrow the government, weird. They didn't do it with any weapons. Huh? How weird is that? It's almost like it's bullshit. But we'll talk about that. Oh my god, did you see that video of Joe Biden trying to show how he's like super young and with it, and he fucking fell off a bike?
No, I need to. Please tell. Come on, we got to watch this. I need to see this.
All right, well, make
That
sure you
sounds like
pull
it's
it
going to
up.
make
Maybe
my
we'll
day.
we'll pull it up. Yeah, so ridiculous. And then I guess to get on the topic of red flag laws. I know in the States there's a big push for red flag laws and ban AR-15s, hashtag Black Guns Matter. So we're gonna talk a little bit about red flag laws and why they are absolutely dangerous, especially in I guess in the US context. Like in Canada, Justin Trudeau said flat out, no, you do not have a right. You do not have a right to protect yourself. Period. Period. Oh, I shouldn't say period because that's what menstruators have. But I guess you technically can defend yourself, but like you might not be found criminally responsible, say for killing someone if they're trying to kill you. Like if you kill someone first before they kill you, you're just better at it. So,
Nice.
but so you might not be found criminally responsible for someone's death, but you get you get hammered with a bunch of other charges, like pointing a firearm at a person, discharging a firearm within city limits, and all this other, bodily harm and trying to make it so. Yeah, for audio listeners, I'm left-handed.
They're probably sitting there going, I don't get it.
You should. You should. If you don't, what are you doing here? Get out of here. I don't want your kind. And I guess whatever else we happen to talk about. So before that, and before any and everything else, we are here Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. bright and early, because Kim's a idiot. Likes early time. I don't know why.
You know.
Terrible human being. Terrible.
I like the sun.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on Spotify. You know, if you're on YouTube, numbers are looking good. All those people that are subscribing, I did notice around 90% of the people that watch our videos are not subscribed. So you know what? Take that time. You know, extend those little phalanges, those little fingies, and hit it. Hit it. Like
Smack that ass or the
like
subscribe button.
Justin Trudeau slaps women.
I can't see that. I can't. Okay, I know you're making a joke here.
What?
I can't see him smacking women at all. I see women smacking him. Little bitch.
Oh no,
Just saying.
no. He's been accused multiple times of being a womanizer and a sexual assaulter.
Well,
Multiple times.
well, yeah, but I feel like there's a difference between womanizing and sexual assault and hitting.
Wow. You know, the only women that ever stood up to him suddenly got fired. I don't know. It's weird how that works, isn't it? Jody Wilson-Raybould told Justin Trudeau to go suck a dick in Chinatown or I don't know. But oddly enough, with the SNC stuff, well, she got fired because she wouldn't drop the investigation. So he said, we need someone that's gonna toe the company line, so to speak. Nothing about ethics or integrity. What the fuck? No, we don't play that game. This is a democracy. This is my democracy, not your democracy. My isn't. As an aside, isn't it interesting how every single time with these fucking politicians? Oh, let me finish this thought. You notice how they always say our democracy, but whose? Like I can say I like those are like my friends, or this is like to say to our household, this is our house. Like this is our house. Yeah, but it's not my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I
Catching what
get
I'm
you.
throwing?
I get you. I caught you.
All right. And then also with that being said, with the first swear being said, we have a campaign running. It is called Cursing for a Cause. So every time we swear, $1 will be donated to a charity in Canada, going after things that we support. Freedom, liberty, animal rights types of groups, not PETA, get fucked. You suck a dick. You can, how about you build a throne upon all those dead dogs and cats and animals that you've intentionally killed? You can build a throne on that, choke on it.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. So the swear counter is up. All right, let's get into this first story. So this was from actually we have two stories, and notice the differences. And this is why optics and who you listen to or where you get your news is very, very different. But yeah, on this is from the Gateway Pundit. So it's titled Colbert producers caught by police invading US Capitol after work hours, aided by Adam Schiff. This is the same guy who was working with Hitlery in order to push the Russiagate story. The one that was completely false, was 100% fabricated.
Of course that was.
Huh?
Uh,
Yeah, so they were stalking and harassing US lawmakers. So on Thursday night, several CBS employees who work for Colbert's late night show were arrested in the US Capitol, trespassing after hours and harassing GOP lawmakers. The US Capitol was closed at the time. Rep. Adam Schiff of Democrat California let the insurrectionists into the building. So because anyone that entered that building on Fed Day, they were terrorists. That's just it. That's how the US operates is if you enter this building, even though you were let in, oh, you're an insurrectionist, you're a terrorist, you're trying to overthrow the government. Again, without guns, man, that's I guess Gandhi did it, but so the group of leftist insurrectionists reportedly banged on doors by several Republican offices, including that of Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy of California, Jim Jordan of Ohio, and Lauren Boebert of California or of Colorado. Oh, weird. But again, this is where the big issue comes in. It's not that there's laws. Laws can be dumb. Laws are dumb. There's a lot of laws that are dumb as dumb. But if they are not implemented or applied equally, then you do not have a just system. And that's always what everyone's been complaining about. It's not the fact that the laws exist. Okay, hey, if you're going to be charged with treason and attempting to overthrow the government, okay, into the clink, 6 months solitary confinement. Here you go. But what about them? Anyone can? How about can you stop those? Hey, come on, my buddies are in the clink because the cops told us to come in here. And to be fair, a lot of those people that were let in are not being charged. They are being dropped, or the charges are being dropped. So at least there's that type of solace in it. But it's just you. Do you not see the? Do you not see the collusion here, where news is supposed to be the people that speak power to, or speak the truth to power, or however that verb goes, speaks good to them, something.
Speaks good to them. Does
Yeah.
anyone else notice Tyler looks like what do you call those things? Oh my god, a
Okay.
movie? No. No, another languaged movie with dubs. I don't know, you're a little like pixely and leggy. So you look like a bad Chinese dub movie.
Can it be a good Chinese dub movie?
It could be a good Chinese dub movie.
Am I really, is there really an audio issue here?
I can hear you fine. It just doesn't match up with your mouth. So for anybody else, if you've noticed that, we noticed it. Okay. He's in Saskatchewan right now. So
Back in a sec. Cool.
oh, you couldn't hear me.
Perfect.
See, his mouth matches his words now. You couldn't hear me. We're just all kinds of fucked up now. Oh.
What?
I swore.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you see how the right is painting this story, and let's look at the left side. This is from USA Today. Oddly enough, a quick little factoid for you. USA Today. This is. Do you hear how Listen, explain this to me. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say I'm a news company. Let's say I'm I don't know, the United States of America's Today. Just just some kind of news organization. And I report on myself that I fabricated fake news. Like literally fake news. Like, should you be allowed to do that? Like, I guess there's like that kind of self-owned thing, but
I mean, if you're coming forward and being like, "All right, you got me. I did it." Then yeah. But
mm, but would
I don't
you
know,
would
it's
you
weird.
then, like, if I was saying, hey, Kim actually loves pickles and peanut butter. Like she loves chocolate and fruit, over and over, and people kept bringing you this and kept pushing this, and then finally I go, oh yeah, I knew that was false. Sorry, I made a mistake. See what I said there?
Yeah.
Not that, oh, I made a mistake. I knew that was fake.
Yeah, that's really shady. Like to hear something like that, I would be like, I don't. Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
shady.
So they were cited. They cited themselves because they're just that type of an honest, news organization. They fabricated 23 different articles. Completely fake.
23.
23 that they reported. So now I'm gonna believe you. I'm like, I believed you before, but okay, now you know what? I only believe you more. No, that calls everything into question. And I've been saying this for a long time. Especially like when we first started with COVID stuff. Okay, you've made mistake after mistake. You've changed narrative, you've changed the story. At some point, I go, I can't trust you. Your word is no longer good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you just hear noises come out of their mouth, and that's all that it is now. It's just a noise. It's not anything.
well, look, you have to have a degree in order to read nude articles now.
Nude articles? You need a degree to read nude articles? Oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah. But so because there's a lot of like how they word things. I like I had brought this up on I think on Friday. The government plants a story. Actually, I would say it's worse than this. But the government plants a story, gives it to the CBC, and says, "Hey, we need to kibosh this." So, we're looking into, okay, inside source. We're looking into reports that there are weapons in Ottawa for this freedom convoy. So, what does CBC do? Reports indicate that there's a concern of weapons at the freedom convoy. Okay, push it up.
Yeah.
Then the government goes, "Hey, according to the CBC, that there are concerns that there are weapons. So we need to ratchet up." So do you see the kind of the
Yeah.
cyclical kind of happening here?
Oh, 100%.
So it's the same kind of thing.
It reminds me of playing telephone, to be honest. Like one person says one thing, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse as it goes here.
I wouldn't necessarily say telephone. That would be, let's say the CBC or the government says, "Hey, we're looking into this." The CBC says, "Hey, we're looking it. There's been reports that there could be weapons here." And then CTV goes out and says, according to, they have to ratchet it up because they need those fucking clicks too. So what do they say? Reports confirm weapons are there. Global comes in and says, according to CBC Global, according to, from sources within the government, have confirmed that weapons, assault weapons, assault type weapons have been seen there. So you see that's like the game of telephone where they keep ratcheting it up
And you wonder
instead of,
why people are in such mass hysteria all the time.
it's all chasing clicks, like, and that's I don't know. I don't know how you fix this problem. I don't know, like the CRTC. Okay, a government regulated, a government entity not doing its job, like just says that, hey, YouTube, we're gonna kibosh you because you're not promoting Canadian news in Canada. Well, you have to give priority to Canadian stations, CTV, Global, CBC, even though their numbers are cratering. But it's it's shit like that because now it calls everything else into question. Just okay, you know what? I'm too busy. I don't care what you have to say. I don't trust you. I don't believe you. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear what you have to say. You see, independent media is blowing up. Like I said, like Viva Fry, like he's a lawyer, and now he does kind of news. There's well, fuck what? There's Tim Pool. There's Jimmy Dore. Like I could go on and on with the amount of people that are independent because people are saying, "Hey, we just don't trust you."
Yeah.
Pentelis. Well, I guess Pentelis is more of a podcast comedy kind of. I say he's like the Canadian Joe Rogan. That's who like Pentelis is, but maybe JJ McCullough, maybe something like that. JJ McCullough, more independent stuff. Even look at like Rebel News. Yeah, I know. Oh, Rebel News, but they're independent. They're not funded by the government. True North is not funded by the government.
Yeah.
So you,
Which is
like,
funny because they don't classify it as news because they don't read the narratives that the government wants you to put out. So they don't. They're like, oh no, they're
oh,
not news.
well, and this is another thing too. The government gets to pick and choose who is a credited journalist. Well, if you speak ill of the government, why am I going to give you accreditation? Like, why
Yeah.
am I going to give you, like, if I don't like you, and Justin Trudeau's made it very clear that they're just a bunch of they're propagandists. I don't know who they're propagandizing for, but
I don't know how the government is the one that chooses who's a media outlet anyway. Like they're not in the entertainment business, they're not in the news business. Like I don't understand how they're the ones making these calls and not the citizens.
well, because we have freedom, we need to protect journalistic integrity and journalistic freedom by ensuring that the government has a monopoly on who gets to have journalistic integrity and journalistic degrees or accreditation.
Lame.
So, all right, so let's look at this USA Today. So you seen what the right says from the Gateway Pundit. Now let's look at what the USA Today says. A production team for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was detained by police and charged with unlawful entry while filming at the United States Capitol on Thursday. United States Capitol police officers responded to a call from a disturbance in the Longworth House office building Thursday night, where they found seven people unescorted and without congressional ID. The United States Capitol Police shared in a statement. The building was closed to visitors, and these individuals were determined to be part of a group that had been directed by the USCP to leave the building earlier in the day. The statement continued, "This is an active criminal investigation and may result in additional criminal charges after consultation with the U.S. attorney." Do you see how different those are? USA Today doesn't say, "Oh, well, they were actually, bothering politicians after hours while they were trying to work." And I know, oh, you should be able to contact your representative at any time. Your representative, yeah. I if I make a phone call, like, they got lives outside of what they do as well. So, no, but do you see how different that story is? One is obviously being antagonistic and kind of saying, "Hey, well, look, they're insurrectionists. You called us insurrectionists, aren't they insurrectionists as well?" Well, no, they were just unescorted. So they're being charged with what was it, trespassing, or what the hell was it, unlawful entry.
Well, see, like I was having a conversation with my mother the other day, and I was telling her like because we were talking about how the side of the news that she listens to is very different than what we talk about. So, and I had told her, she's like, well, how do you know what's right? And it's like, okay, well, you really, honestly, the only way that you can figure this out is you just need to know that there's always three truths to every story. There's your side,
Mhm.
my side, and then the middle. So that's the thing is you read say the left side, the right side, and then come to some sort of middle ground. And okay, well, these are the two things that they have consistent. Okay, these are the things that they agree upon. Everything else, da 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 da. And you kind of have to make your own judgment there.
What you have see, and this is the I think the big challenge. So it's the idea of, what is it called? I think the anchoring dilemma or anchoring philosophy, something like that. Maybe I'll whatever. It's the idea of, if you hear something first, you will kind of latch onto that. So if I say, "Hey, the sky is actually green," you go, like, if you've never seen it, you go, "Oh, okay, so the sky is green." Then if someone says, "No, actually the sky is blue," your initial position takes precedence. That's why there's a lot of the idea of getting out in front of things, hearing things the first, you want to hear the right information first.
Or be the first. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, if you can push that narrative that, you know whatever, that, hey, those people that entered the Capitol were a bunch of right-wing extremists trying to overthrow the government. Okay, that's now your anchor point. So now everything has to attack that anchor point in order for you to now change your position.
I just don't understand why it's so hard for people just to be honest. Like, to be honest, I don't understand, because the thing is, like, you have one side that they'll purposely twist things and know that it's false, just to twist it to hit that narrative or to sucker you in for the clickbait. So then you come in and they kind of push
Mhm.
their own story. Like, the thing is, if people want make believe, or if they want to hear fiction or whatever, like, if that's the kind of game that you're into, like, go write a book. Like, I don't understand why people are saying that or pretending that this is what's going on, and they know darn well that they're just making shit up as they're going here. Like, I don't understand why
Um,
people have to do that, to be honest. Like, it makes no sense to me.
so the issue I think that we really run into is so and again, I'm I think I don't think I'm speaking out of turn when I say that me and Kim should fall on the side of the left, the libertarian side. And I'll say it again. I'm actually more left than she is on a lot of topics. And not just left, I'm more left-wing libertarian. So like left libertarian, she's more centrist, I'm more left than she is on a lot of issues. But for some reason, we find ourselves on the right side. And that is where when it's no longer the idea of we can have a disagreement. And I think the ultimate truth or the ultimate goal is to, okay, we're operating under the idea that we are being truthful. I have no problem being open and honest. I have no problem trying to discuss ideas, even things that I might find controversial. In fact, I enjoy. I love seeing people get really uncomfortable because I say, hey, you know what? I think I think the welfare system actually did more to damage minorities than slavery ever did. I'll leave it at that. But
Wonder how many people there are sitting there going, Case in point.
but yeah, I can have those discussions. That's not something that I'm going to get into right now. But I think for the right has become the side of seeking truth, and the left side has become there is no truth but power. So they will lie, cheat, and steal in order for them to get what they want. That they see, they say, the ends justify the means. Well, we need to crack a couple eggs to make an omelet, and other such cliche verbiage. Oh, and it becomes really hard to actually differentiate between, well, who then, as your mom says, then who's telling the truth? Who do I believe? That's I'd say the best thing, try to get as close as humanly possible to the source as you can. That's what you have to do, because like I said, now you need a degree, because one says, oh well, they were harassing uh um representatives after hours when the building is supposed to be closed. The other side is saying, oh well, they just weren't supposed to be there. It was they didn't bring up the idea that, oh, Adam Schiff actually let them in and let them stay and all this. So it's a lie of omission. They're not necessarily lying, but they're omitting things.
Yeah.
So if I don't want to, if hey, let's say my credit score, or I can't afford any, to buy, I don't know, I can't get a credit card. Well, what do I do? Well, I need that credit. I really need that credit card. Okay. Well, I'll leave things out. Oh, well, I really don't have a house. That's actually my wife's name. She's the one that pays for it. It can be things like that. You're just omitting information in order to try and steer a narrative. And I think
Yeah.
that's almost more disingenuous, because that information would discredit what you are trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but it is hard. Like, you almost have to have a degree in literature, in journalistic writing, in order to try and understand this stuff. And we have talked about stuff, and we've broken down articles where, hey, look at how this is worded. This is worded in a very particular way.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, like if you if you don't have all the time in the world, I mean, the easiest thing to do, like I said, like if you know what general news places lie left or lie more on the left or will lie more on the right, read an article of each pertaining to the same thing, and then come to a center line from there. Like just kind of okay,
Mm.
well, these things they're consistent on. The rest is kind of just nonsense. I don't know. That's
Well, and
generally
that's
what I do when I see a story. Like I did the same thing even with that kid we talked about a couple episodes back, where the actor who killed his mom. I did the same
mhm.
thing. Is like it came up on Fox, so I read it on Fox, but then I went and I looked at other sources as well, and oh okay, so this is and I kind of took my shit from that. Is just kind of okay. Well, this is what is that word I'm looking for? Consensus. There we go. This is the consensus,
Mm.
and then the
Yeah,
rest is just garbage.
yeah. Well, and like a lot of this stuff, like when I'm reading, I'm not looking for conjecture. I'm not looking for people's opinion. Obviously, the Gateway Pundit has a lot of opinion strewn in here. Like the U.S. Were trespassing after hours and harassing GOP lawmakers. Adam Schiff let the insurrectionists into the building. It's stuff like that. Like, okay, I'm not interested in it. Give me the skinny. Like, I want quotes. I want statements of fact, not statements of opinion. Oh, it becomes it. Yeah, ultimately, who do you trust? I look at Jimmy Dore, and he and him and my ideas aren't the same. But I believe, through watching and listening, and for fuck a few years at least. But the idea of, okay, he's trying to get information, he's trying to get it right. He's even said on air he fired someone because they got a statement wrong. They changed they edited what this person said in a way to make it look different, and he said, I'm not doing that. You're done. I can't have that here.
Oh, wow.
That shows integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's and you have to look for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, are they willing to? Hey, like you're seeing, like Taylor Lorenz is getting demoted because she's almost
Good.
unhireable.
Good. Because to be
Oh my
completely honest, with
god.
everything that we've even talked about and reported on with Taylor Lorenz, the fact that she was still working at the Washington Post is just it. Honestly, it mind boggles me. Like it's I don't know.
Well,
Good. She
well,
should be. Like the shit that's coming out of that girl's mouth.
well. The Washington Post has been an absolute dumpster fire and Jeff Bezos hasn't made it any better. I think that place is just money. They just had a big
That's really hot. Thank you. To all the listeners who love the ASMR. That
I'm sorry, I'm
was
sorry.
so hot.
Mm.
My husband, guys.
But so you're seeing the Washington Post had some big dust up in on Twitter because some guy had retweeted a joke and it said, all women are bi. You just have to figure out if it's polar or sexual. That was it. It's a good fucking joke. It's good. I like it. It's
I like
good.
it. That's good. High five, sir.
But so WAPO um journalists started flaming each other on Twitter. Especially one woman started flaming and saying that this guy should be fired. Why is he retweeting this? Yeah, and then she started going after upper management, after executives, and started going after them. Okay, well, you know what? If I had an employee started lipping off to me and started, you don't air dirty laundry on the
No,
internet. Like,
no,
especially when you have a contract that says, hey, you have some type of standard that you have to keep in public. You are representing this company. So if you cannot do that, well, you're going to be in violation of this contract.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, like, oh God, come on, people. When did people stop learning how to take a joke and learning how to like laugh at things? Like, when exactly did that happen? I would like to know the exact date and time that people were no longer able to take a fucking joke.
the thing that I see is, so, on the right, there was always, the Puritans, that Puritan type of, no swearing, no loose, vulgar language, nothing like that. They there And not all, okay, I understand that's not all, but there was a considerate push from the right in order to, okay, well, we need to censor things. Well, we need to stop, women are being promiscuous and are having sex and all this stuff, that we need to stop, and we need to shame
And
them.
they're not getting paid for it. We got to
Okay,
stop this. They were doing it for free, man.
yeah. And so, you had that kind of that side, trying to tell everyone else what to do. Well, now what are you're seeing a permeation of that now coming out of the far left, where, you know names are, calling someone a name is violent, silence is violent, speaking is violent. um Exposing children to strippers, not just drag queens, to strippers,
Yeah.
where in any situation the cops would be called, but because it's a man wearing a dress, suddenly it's okay and it's justified, and if not justified, encouraged. So
Yeah.
you're seeing a flip on both sides. The Puritan, well, you can't dead name. Well, trans rights are human rights. Okay, gay lives don't matter. What, Black lives matter? If you identify as whatever, like, it's coming. It's like it's morphed. The right did it, and now, like, the left is kind of slingshotting back, like going, hey, listen here, Bible thumper, not only is God fake, but also men can be women.
You shut your mouth.
So, and, like, again, I'm the guy in the middle going, yeah, both of you are fucking dumb. But
Yeah.
if push came to shove, apparently I'm siding with the right now more than I would be the left.
Right? Right?
'Cause the left have just gone,
They've gone batshit crazy, dude. The left have gone
yeah.
mad. Absolutely mad.
Well, yeah, no, it's incredible what, I guess, what having any type lack of ambition. Oh, speaking of lack of ambition, did you see that thing from Project Veritas, where some Twitter bitch lady, sorry, mm, was talking to Elon Musk about, his acquisition and all this type of stuff. And one question she had was, oh, frick, I can't. It was some kind of, fuck. Now I'm blanking on what it was, what her question was, but his response to it. I know his response. I'm trying to remember what she had asked. Um, Shit. All right, say something stupid.
Oh, I couldn't say anything stupid because I was muted. There, that's stupid. I keep trying to talk when I'm muted. Well, you're welcome, people. Well, why don't we take a moment while you're trying to figure that out and watch this stupid video?
Oh, Joe Biden.
I need to
All right.
see this. Yes. All right. All right, people. While he's doing whatever he's doing. That is awesome. It wasn't even like when he's actually riding said bike, it's when he was trying to stop it. Oh, that just
Like,
made my day. I'm surprised he didn't die. That would probably be a really big fall for an old guy.
um, Okay, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be.
You still didn't find whatever it was you were
Um,
looking for?
um, no, but I guess someone had asked, I guess in regards to I guess in terms of like job security and how that would play out with him as CEO or whatever. And he basically said, I believe in a meritocracy. If you do good work, you stay. And Twitter melted down by this. Like you could see, like it was Project Veritas. So you know what? Go and watch it. It's a 45-minute clip. It's a full thing. You can see that she's talking about diversity and inclusion is important here. And he says Twitter Twitter has whatever, I don't know. I'm just pulling a number out. So they have 30 million active users. I know it's more, but I don't know the number. And you are actively suppressing voices. And I think that Twitter is paramount in order for freedom of expression. And it should be up to the law to dictate that, not what you guys are doing. So he's saying like it's going to be open season more or less. He's like, as long as it's not breaking the law, then I don't care. Don't block people. Like I don't know why it's so hard. Fucking block people. But all right. But so with this Joe Biden thing,
Yeah, that kind of made my day.
they they made fun of Trump because he slipped down, what is it, like velvet or whatever, the red carpet going onto a plane.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They made fun and they instantly called him, he's unfit for president. He should be, he needs to be removed and da da da
Oh
da da da
yeah.
da.
Oh yeah.
Just laid hard into him. Well, Joe Biden's like fallen over God more times than I don't know, Christy Mack with fucking War Machine. Like that's an abuse joke. That's an abuse joke.
It is.
But he can't get off a bicycle. To be fair, whatever. There's, it's like it looked like it was like cleated pedals. Yeah, they're a little weird if you're not used to them.
I mean, that was
Guy
probably the
just
first time
fucking
he rode a bike in like 30 years. So
he fell over like a 5-year-old. What the? What do you? Come on, man.
So, how do I? Hey! How do I get off this? Just like fall right to the ground. Are you okay?
Your kid just sniffed.
Yeah, I was just yeah. I'll be fine. Just let me sniff your kid for a sec.
Yeah, that's like his smelling salts. He like smells like a child's hair, and he's like, dude, it's like with the Popeye fucking thing.
There you go. That's his
Like,
spinach. Oh yes, that's his
yeah,
spinach.
yeah. Oh, it totally is.
So
Absolutely
gross.
is. Oh man, what a creep. What a. Ugh.
I
Ugh,
just
how
feel bad for those like little girls and stuff like that. When you see them, they're all like,
Yeah, no, you see, he's a total. Have you seen his son? Apple doesn't far from the crackhead,
no.
but and that's okay. That's one thing that really kind of pisses me off. Like, let's say I'm a junkie. Like, I started doing drugs, and then I my brother's wife, or my brother died. So, I said, you know what? I'm gonna console her, and I'm gonna have sex with her. That's my way of consoling her. Not only that is I'm gonna get her pregnant, and then I'm gonna leave her for a stripper.
I don't know about you, but I'd be consoled.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get shtuked and you get a baby and no daddy. I see. He gave her somebody else. He's like, here you go.
Did
There's
you
someone else to care about.
do you see that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden were sending each other um porn of distressed women?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were about to tell me that they were sending like dick pics of each other to each other. I was like, don't say it. No, I did not. I did not know
You
that.
know,
That's, I think, just as disturbing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it absolutely is. that they were sending each other, or he was sending to him. So okay, remember the thing with the thing from Project Veritas about the Ashley Hunter or Ashley Biden thing, that no one knew that there was an Ashley Biden, but apparently there was. But it had stories of Joe Biden trying to shower with her. Now, this journal was not considered true or credible, but
Is this supposed to be a daughter, a niece? Like what?
his daughter. This is apparently a daughter which no one's ever heard of, no one's ever seen.
Oh.
No one. This sounds like a government plant in order to try to get Project Veritas, but it's weird that they would put that in there. That Joe Biden was trying to shower with his children. That actually lands a bit of credibility. Consider hunting Gilmore Biden,
Tim Gilmore.
whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh my God, yeah. Ashley Biden. Right here.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's real.
Un minuto, por favor. What are we talking in? Okay, I just sent it to you. And hold on, you can't hear me over there, son of a bitch. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Ashley Biden. Sorry. Ashley Bazar Biden is an American social worker, activist, philanthropist, and fashion designer. Her parents are U.S. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden. She served as an executive director in the Delaware Center for Justice from 2014 to 2019.
No one's heard about her. No one. The best kept secret. The fucking guy couldn't even keep his bank account secret, but he can keep his daughter secret.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Man, he must.
There's even a picture of her with him. Oh, a couple of them. Oh, yeah. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah.
I had no idea he had a
right,
daughter.
Yeah, but so, it's really like anyone that's a parent, would you be encouraging or sharing porn with your kid?
No. That's just
And
creepy.
hey, check this out. This is my. It was like I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like women that are in distress, like home invasion type of stuff.
So like, oh my God, what are those things called?
Help me, step bro. Help me, step bro. I'm stuck, kind of thing.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Wow, what is that?
Yeah.
Snuff. There we go. Like snuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so let's.
Well, thank you for backing away on that one.
All right, so let's look at this last one real quick. I can't pull anything because Toronto Star is
They're lame.
gatekeepers. So
I know.
fuck them. But I don't need much more because this is only to make a point. So from the Toronto Star, so this woman confided in a doctor about her depression. The next thing she knew, the government took her driver's license away. So during an intense flare up of her depression, Karsa McKay checked into a Thunder Bay hospital for crisis care. 3 days later, McKay had her license suspended after a psychiatrist she didn't recall ever meeting reported her to the Ministry of Transportation. Okay?
Yeah, how does that even make any sense?
Well, I'll say this. I obviously I wasn't able to see much more, but I don't need much more in order to make the point that I'm making. Maybe she did have a conversation with someone in a manic depressive state. She doesn't remember. That's quite possible. But you understand how terrifying that is If a doctor, let's say you really did not have a conversation with a doctor, but someone looked at your record and was able to determined that you are unfit, let's say, to drive. You're not allowed to drive anymore. That is the issue with any type of red flag laws. Is you are now putting that power into the government in order for them to determine your ability to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Well, what if the government says, "Oh, well, we don't want people driving"? Huh? Doesn't that sounds like what's happening right now, right? They don't want people to drive, so they're
Yeah.
almost looking for a reason to pull someone's license or to force them to move into a city. So this is where red flag laws, if they are going to be a thing, they should be so hard to actually reach. It should almost be impossible, like extenuating circumstances, like that she showed, like document. See that I can't even say documented because a doctor can doctor it. A doctor can make it up. Like that's like even trying to justify it. I have a real hard time trying to justify some type of red flag. Let's say me and Kim, we get a divorce. Well, Kim knows that let's say I have guns at home, and after we split, she says, "Well, after our divorce, he's become real belligerent. He's really angry, and I'm concerned for the kids because he has guns in his house." Well, then you get agents at your door. You get the RCMP coming in saying, "Hey, we had a red flag warning. We're here to take your guns away." And I go,
Yeah.
"No, you fucking ain't." Okay,
Oh,
now we
hell
have some
no.
type of problem. Like, well, we have reports that you've been manic depressive and you've been contemplating suicide and showing aggression towards the children. No, I haven't. Well, this is what we need to do. It's a precautionary measure. Now, what do you do? Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah, just take them all. Yeah, even though I didn't do anything. It's like it's preemptively,
Yeah.
like the RCMP did in Alberta, preventing a crime that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah, with those guys in the van. Yeah. They didn't do anything
Yeah.
wrong, but they thought they were going to.
Oh,
He had that
it's
look in his
and
eye,
this is
you know.
yeah, yeah. I didn't like how he talked to me. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I can see you're a little agitated. You know what? Maybe you seem like you have aggression problems. So I'm going to make sure that that's documented in my report that you have aggression problems. So we're going to, if this continues, okay, well then what, we'll have to escalate. You know, they that's the thing. You put the power of the government already. We don't have an ability to protect ourselves. You have to. The crazy thing, if someone comes in to your home with a gun and goes George Floyd on you, shoves a gun in your stomach and says, "You move, I'll shoot." Well, who do you call? Oh,
Ghostbusters.
you have to phone guys with guns in order to stop guys with guns. You
Yeah.
hear how how crazy that sounds? Like
Yes.
it, and this is why her getting her license taken away ain't shit. It's probably seriously bad for her in order for her to do her job, maybe get to her job. I'm sure she's not, you know, some multi-millionaire. I'm sure she probably went into a depressive state because of, her immediate situation. And now you're telling her, well, you know what, you're too much of a risk to society. We're going to prevent you from being able to, hey, you know what, maybe work is your solitude. Maybe now now what? Now you have to go on a fucking shitty bus with a bunch of
Mm.
creepy fucking people and homeless people that want to shank you.
Right?
And
No thanks.
actually, that okay. I'll bring this up quick. Did you see that there was a video on, I think it was a New York subway. There was this crazy black chick. I don't know if she was on drugs. I'm sure she was on drugs. I'd
She
be
the one from
surprised if
the
she
Roe v.
wasn't on drugs.
Wade? I'm killing my baby. Was it her?
Oh no. No. I'm killing the babies off.
So
Oh my
gross.
god. Yeah, real, real putting the best foot forward for, the community.
Yeah.
But, um, no, this black chick, she was totally drugged out on her or off her meds, on meds, whatever she was doing, she was fucked up. But she ends up sitting next to some lady, and she grabs her by the hair and fucking yanks it. And you can see the girl that she grabbed, person's recording, and she just mouths, "Help me, please." No one does anything. She can't even defend herself. You don't have a way to defend yourself in New York. If you do, and I kind of I had someone on Twitter, they were talking about, Chicago, and all Uvalde, and people being shot and killed, and when's the government gonna blah blah blah. I said, that Chicago has a mass killing every weekend. Like 19 people die in Chicago every weekend. That's just on the
Jesus.
weekend.
Surprised they still have a population.
And right? Yeah. Them black folks, they reproduce fast. They're like bunnies. But so you're seeing. So I had made that comment, and someone immediately said, well, where are they getting the guns? They're getting them from Indiana. Okay, do you understand how this works? I don't think people really do. If it is already illegal, say, to transport guns between state lines, then you are already breaking the law.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, if a handgun is illegal, and to be fair, look at the crime statistics. The overwhelming majority is by gangs and suicide. How surprising! Gangs and suicide. So just look at that, and then, oh well, red flag laws would have prevented that. How? They were already done illegally. I don't know. I think this is just another way for government to say, we do not trust you.
Oh, 100%.
We think you're children. We think you're stupid. You don't even know what's good for you.
Which is
So we need to do it.
Which is funny because they expect us to trust them, and I think they act like a bunch of children and just make shit up. So,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's anything else? Let's you want to get the hell out of here?
okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking your time out of your day to come and listen to some things that we have to say. Don't forget you can follow us in all the places listed in the description box below. All of our receipts are down there too. Check me out on Fridays on Twitch. Oh, I'm hitting my mic again. Where I stream while I play big stompy robots under the game name Vagine Machine. Yeah, we will catch you again tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye, guys.